You ever step into a place where you already know you don't belong, but you walk in anyway? Not out of pride, not nostalgia, something heavier than both, pulling at your gut, whispering, "This isn't over." That's what it felt like that morning, easing my old, battered Tacoma through the gates at Fort Ridgeline, New Mexico. Sun barely scraping the horizon, casting that burnt orange glow across the desert. The air thick with dust, diesel, and the faint hum of promises kept and broken. The kind of morning that presses against your skin, crawls into your bones, and murmurs, "Yeah, you're back." Whether you like it or not, I should have expected trouble. Wearing black Army PT shorts, a gray t-shirt so worn from 100 washes the fabric clung to me like an old ghost. Duffel slung over my shoulder. Not regulation, not rebellion, just habit. Muscle memory that never quite fades, even after the uniform's packed away. The admin officer manning the checkpoint barely looked up before deciding I didn't measure up. His eyes skimmed me like I was a smudge on his clean clipboard. "You can't wear that unless you're active duty," he said, voice flat as concrete, making it sound like I'd walked in trying to rob the armory. Guess he didn't see the years etched into my posture, the way I stood. Or maybe he saw and it didn't care. Easier to hide behind regs than recognize history when it's staring back at you. You know how that goes that I didn't argue. Never helps. Regulations don't bend for old scars or ghosts. I just nodded, started to turn, and that's when my shirt hitched up just enough for a flash of ink to catch the light. 3 numbers, angular, black, precise. 1375, below them. A small owl, wings spread wide, perched on crossed swords. Not the kind of ink you pick off a wall at a tattoo shop. Not art for art's sake. That was the only souvenir I kept from a mission nobody talks about. The kind of mission that leaves more names on headstones than in history books. 4 faces, frozen in a photo worn so thin the creases are as much a part of it as the smiles. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I was there because Sergeant Major Dean had called 3 weeks earlier. His voice, rough as worn gravel, crackling through the line, said he needed someone to pace the female recruits for their annual eval. Someone who understood what it means to keep running when the world falls apart. Someone who's tasted fear, swallowed it, and kept moving. I said yes before he even finished the sentence. Not for the Army. That chapter's mostly closed, though I won't lie. Some days, I miss it like a phantom limb. No, I said yes because I remember being 19, scared, running beside women who'd already learned how to disappear into their own grit.so. There I was. 46, gray threading through brown hair. Lines around my eyes like road maps to every hard lesson learned the brutal way. Standing in front of the admin desk, papers in hand. The specialist, Morrison, couldn't have been more than 22. Barely old enough to rent a car. Looked at me like I didn't fit into any of the neat categories they teach him in training. "Ma'am, that uniform isn't authorized," he announced, voice trembling slightly, trying to play it professional. His colleagues chimed in, coffee cups in hand, snickering. "Talking about?"